Welcome to the third episode of the many beefs of NBA YoungBoy. Today we're going to be taking a look at the beef between NBA YoungBoy and Lit Yoshi. After the deaths of Boulevard Quick and G Money, the only remaining two rappers that were in TBG was Fredo Bang and Lit Yoshi. Now at the time, many people were actually suspecting that Lit Yoshi had something to do with Big Dump's death because in several diss songs, Lit Yoshi was actually mentioning several details about the hit on Big Dump. Many people actually suspect that Boulevard Quick and Lit Yoshi were the two men responsible for Big Dump's death. In this time period also, NBA YoungBoy was on house arrest because if you guys don't remember, NBA YoungBoy was arrested for attempted murder and gun charges for basically trying to get back for his cousin Boozilla, but ended up getting released from jail on a 10-year suspended sentence. But in 2019, NBA YoungBoy scored a rare win when the judge decided to throw out the 10-year suspended sentence and NBA YoungBoy was a free man. Unfortunately, around this time period, Lit Yoshi was looking to get at NBA YoungBoy, and the only way he knew how was to basically kill him. Fortunately for NBA YoungBoy, Lit Yoshi would end up running into him with deadly consequences. Basically, what ended up happening is that NBA YoungBoy was in Miami ready to perform his Rolling Loud set with his girlfriend and his family there. Fortunately, Lit Yoshi was also in Miami looking for NBA YoungBoy. Now, here's where NBA YoungBoy may have made a mistake. NBA YoungBoy ended up tweeting out his location and basically saying that if anyone wanted to try him, he got his gun on him. Many people actually decided to say that NBA YoungBoy was giving his location away, and unfortunately, that's what ended up happening. While NBA YoungBoy and his girlfriend and his family were heading to the Rolling Loud set, a black car ends up pulling up right in front of them. And a mere couple seconds later, a shooter ends up hopping out of the vehicle and ends up shooting at the vehicle that carries NBA YoungBoy, his girlfriend, and his family in the car. During the shootout, an innocent bystander was hit and unfortunately died at the scene. After the shooting, Lit Yoshi and Fredo Bang ended up getting arrested for the shooting, but Fredo Bang was released from jail while Lit Yoshi was confined to house arrest. During that time period also, Fredo Bang and NBA YoungBoy started going back and forth on songs, but we'll get back to that in a later video. During the time period that Lit Yoshi was on house arrest, he basically spent that whole time dissing NBA YoungBoy, Big Dump, and basically bragging about how much he loved house arrest. You actually see in several video clips how Lit Yoshi was basically bragging about how much he loved being on house arrest and how he felt like it was a vacation. One of the video clips, Lit Yoshi actually gets into a vehicle and heads to the courtroom because he had a court hearing, and he was hopefully thinking that the judge was going to throw out the rest of the case. Fortunately for Lit Yoshi, the judge decided to add more conditions to his house arrest. After the court hearing, Lit Yoshi basically went back to house arrest and continued the self-snitching tour, basically dissing NBA YoungBoy and actually mentioning some of the shootings that actually happened that he was involved in. After all the self-snitching, the judge decided that was enough and arrested Lit Yoshi on 7 counts of attempted murder. After a month of trial, Lit Yoshi ended up being served 15 years in jail. I'm not going to sit here and say that Lit Yoshi didn't deserve to be locked up because he basically brought it upon himself. He was self-snitching on himself in so many songs and basically dissing NBA YoungBoy and dissing Big Dump. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if the judge actually added the murder charge of Big Dump onto his resume, which would actually probably happen. That is another beef of the many beefs of NBA YoungBoy. In the next video, we're going to be taking a look at the beef between NBA YoungBoy and Fredo Bang.